Welcome back, friends. I'm super grateful to have you here with me. So, this episode is a voice note that I dropped in my Telegram community that I wanted to bring here onto the show. And so, I hope you'll get a lot out of it. We are discussing cultivating safety and how this seems to be the root cause of what's underneath it all in the conversations that I have with myself, with my clients, with my friends. It's all about cultivating safety. And so that's what we're talking about, in addition to an invitation for you to join us in Human Design Happy Hour. It's a 4-week course where we're diving into the 4 major aspects of the human design system, learning together, growing together, conversating together, communing together. And I would love to have you in that space. So definitely check out the show notes for info on that and join us, please. And let's get into the episode. Hello, hello, my lady loves. How are y'all today? Can you believe it's almost freaking June? Like, wasn't it just January 3 days ago? Holy cow. I can't believe the year is already halfway over. Oh my gosh. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I don't know about you guys, but my daughter is out of school. And so her and I have been hanging out and kicking off the summer things. I'm sure that some of you are still in school, if whether it's you being a professional or having kiddos in school. So anyways, just speaking into how life is just busy and time goes by so fast and we all are holding so much. So just kudos to us for being freaking amazing. First of all, let's just say that. And also, this is perfectly coinciding with a conversation that I had with a client today. Her and I were lucky enough to just go on a walk and go sit at a coffee shop nearby our houses. We live in the same neighborhood, and her daughter was there and wanting to jump in and out of the stroller and just being super cute. And we went to a playground, and it was just really, really nice. And also, at the same time, she was just telling me how busy she is and how it's just getting to be a lot. And I think all of us fall on this spectrum somewhere, right? Of how crazy busy our lives are, and how when it comes down to it, our lives are calling us more toward simplicity and calm and boundaries and alone time. And I know you love alone time. I love alone time. And so I think it's just a really beautiful lesson whenever we can see it that way, to give ourselves permission to cultivate more of that. And not only cultivate alone time, but cultivating safety in our nervous systems, in our minds, in our hearts. I made a post about this today because this is the conversation that I had with her for over an hour of us hanging out together and talking about all these things. At the root of everything, whether it's laundry, relationship stuff, kids' activities, just responsibilities and commitments that we or she and I, like all of us have said yes to, like at the bottom of it, the sensations in our bodies, a lot of the thoughts that we think, it comes down to cultivating safety. And that's what I really want to bring forth in this conversation, obviously, is that our lives, our bodies, our hearts, our minds, it all comes back to safety, whether we feel safe or not, both internally and externally. And this shows up in a lot of different ways. And so I just really want to bring this to your attention, essentially. Like, I don't feel like I have like a solid lesson at the bottom of this, other than just reminding you of that's what's happening. And whenever we can cultivate more safety in our mind, our body, and our schedule, in our relationships, everything else will feel simpler, less chaotic, resolved, tidier, right? And our inner environment is directly impacted by our external environment. And that is something that I spoke with her about. She's like, I just have all of these projects at my house that I want to get done, but I just can't. And like, I'm been a mom full time for 3 years, and like I have this little one that's always wanting me, and like I have to entertain her, and we have to go places, and then my other son has all these things. And so it's just like, not only are you busy as fuck, but you also just have these projects at your house, just like I know I do. I'm like, I have 3 baskets of laundry that I have not touched and just keep adding to, essentially. And like every so often I'll get on a hot streak and fold like 1, maybe 1.5. And then the rest of it just sits there. And then again, it gets added to. So it's like, I am right there with you. And this has been the biggest thing that I have realized in my life that I work so fucking hard for. Like, even this last weekend, I went to my brother's house up in Golden to visit him and his family. And you know where I found myself? In their kitchen cleaning, because that helps me feel safe. Because when my environment is messy, chaotic, and don't get me wrong, I've become kind of desensitized to it after just having my daughter and my boyfriend and just like all of our stuff. It's just like so much stuff, so much distraction everywhere. But anyways, it's all about cultivating safety. It's like, I need to tidy my environment so my body feels like I can rest and think about other shit. But whenever we're constantly inundated with everything all the time, us, the woman behind it all, just feels frazzled and potentially bitter and frustrated and disappointed and overwhelmed and confused and just like blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And so when it comes down to it, how can we cultivate safety within ourselves? You hear me talk about this a lot from like an emotional and spiritual level of like, how can you be so rock solid in yourself that external circumstances don't bother you as much? And that's an aspect of it for sure. Like, you can't control how other people respond, react, behave in life, their habits, all of it. And so how can you maintain that like lighthouse energy of like, I am strong, I am solid, I can weather the storms, I have cultivated safety inside myself, and at the same time be a fucking human who gets overwhelmed by all the shit that is happening in our lives. Okay, so I'm just saying all of this of like, I see you, I get it, and I know a lot of you in this group personally, and that you have absolutely made great strides in simplifying your fucking life and saying no to things and putting up boundaries and working less and getting rid of shit and like all of the things that you've done and having hard conversations and everything. It's all so good and it's all so much. And I see you in that. And if you are still in the space of like, yeah, I got more shit to clean up and do and say and all of the things, like, yeah, I'm right there with you. It's a it's a constant evolution. It's a constant refining. It's a constant process of just cultivating safety within your internal and external environment. And so I'm super excited for her and I, because again, she lives in my neighborhood. And what we're going to start doing is going on walks to get that like sunshine, the nature piece, the movement piece, and also just like the cathartic releasing of saying all the shit. And then we're going to go into her house and work on a pocket of a project. And that feels super good to both of us, right? It's like, that's what we want. It's kind of like body doubling too. It's like, we can do things better together. So let's do that. And I know for most of you in this group, I don't live right next to you. Like, I don't think our relationship can be like that, but I do want to invite you into what can you do for yourself to cultivate safety. If you are local to town, let's get together, right? Like, I am hosting a class at one of y'all's studios who's in this group. Another one of you, we are trying to get together for hikes often. Like, if I am around and you are around, I would love to connect with you if you're a Durango local. And if you're not, I would still love to hang out with you. And the way that I see that happening coming up soon, and with cultivating safety and really learning and growing together and coming home to yourself and having real conversations and just like being the woman behind it all and nurturing yourself in this way, is hopping into Human Design Happy Hour with me. And I know that this is just another thing that is trying to take some of your attention and focus, but I hope that you feel me coming through now of like, I am doing this for you. And yes, I'm doing this for me too, but I'm doing this for you of like, I know how powerful human design has been in my life, and also the others of you in this group who have dove into it with me, and we've had conversations, and you're integrating it into your life and embodying it in the day-to-day and deconditioning yourself and just doing the work, right? Like, that's what we're here for. That's what the woman behind it all needs, is like a support network. And also, this tool of human design has been so fucking validating and liberating for so many of us that why not we come together and learn about it together and share about our experiences and get support and commune and just have this pocket of time that we dedicate to us and our development and our relationship building and our connection to ourselves. And my intention with this class is to not only share this human design information, but I want to do an embodiment practice of just like helping you drop into your body and breathe and regulate, and also do like meditations and just really tune into your body and get to know yourself intricately inside and out. And yes, this is just an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I don't know. I've never done this before, so we're going to see how it goes. But this is just a pocket of time that I want to pour into you and have you to pour into yourself so heartfeltly, like so deeply, so nurturing wise, that this is a space where you can get that regulation, that peace, that presence, that understanding, that forgiveness, that acceptance, that love, that safety, cultivating safety together. Like, oh my gosh, that sounds so juicy. And I'm just really excited about it. And I would love for you to be in this space with me, whether you're in person or remote. It's offered for both of you. And there's going to be 2 times during the week that we're going to meet. I'm actually going to leave another note with the details of this class after this. But this is my intention, you guys, because we are all exhausted. Like, let's just say it how it is. And there's a spectrum, right? We're not all completely at burnout, and we're not all just also feeling like super, super good in every single aspect of our day. Maybe you are. Please tell me if you are, and let's talk about it. But basically, it's like we're on this spectrum of like safety and peacefulness and presence, and it's still a constant process of us wanting to find even more balance, to love ourselves more, to come home to ourselves more, to even feel good in the way that we communicate and the decisions that we make, and just like everything. And I don't know if it's ever going to be perfect. I mean, I do know that it's not ever going to be perfect, but I know that's what each of us wants more of, is just the peace and the presence. And it starts with the forgiveness and acceptance and carving out time in your schedule to cultivate safety in your body. And so Human Design Happy Hour is my idea for us to do this together, and I just want to invite you to do it together and to be a part of this. And if this doesn't feel like anything you have capacity for right now, that is totally okay, because I am going to keep this around. After this program's done, it's still going to be available for you. And so just know that if sometime in the future may feel better and more realistic for you, excellent. I know it's summer. I know that kids are already out of school or going to be out of school soon. I know that you have plans. I know that you might have multiple jobs. Like, whatever it is, that's okay. I just really want to provide this space for you to support you in this journey of cultivating safety and connecting with people who get it and who are on the same path as you, even though your paths are unique and subjective to you, right? Individual to you. But you wouldn't be in this group if you weren't interested in these kind of things, right? Personal development, really getting to know yourself on the deepest levels, and ideally connecting with other people who vibe on the same wavelength as you. So again, thank you for listening to me, and I hope this really landed with you today and helped you feel less alone and understood and reminded that there's nothing wrong with you, and you're doing a great fucking job, even if it doesn't always feel like it, because you're holding and managing so much. And I see you, right? We're in this together. And to also invite you into this space if it feels like the right time for you. And so I'm going to leave the information about this class in another note before. I might type it out. I'm obviously driving right now. I'm sure you can hear that. But yeah, that's just what came through on my heart and in my call today, or in my walk today with my client, and also in a conversation that I was having with one of you in this group in our personal thread. So, which I love it. It's just like such a huge topic for us all the time. And I just wanted to give it some space to really be seen and recognize what it's trying to show us, because this is what's coming through in basically every area of our lives in some way, shape, or form. Cultivating safety and supporting yourself with community and alone time and self-love and nurturing and going there and learning about yourself on the deepest levels through human design as a potential opportunity to do that. So if you'd like to join, again, I'm going to drop the details, but you can DM me on Instagram, HDHH, for Human Design Happy Hour if you want to join, and I can send you the link. And we start next Tuesday. Okay, so that's all for me. I love you so much. And yeah, talk to you later.